Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this September the 10th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Sunday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Sunday afternoon. Hope everybody continues to stay safe with weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the tropics. On your screen here, what you see now is tropical, well, Hurricane Lee, which is almost a Category 3 hurricane once again. Also, we're going to take a look at Tropical Storm Margot. Also, we're going to take a look at our new Invest 97L, which is located not too far from the Cabo Verde Islands. And also, we're going to take a look at the Watches, Warning, and Advisory map. And also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today across the nation as well for severe weather. Okay, I would love to have you like these videos, share these videos, and let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alrighty, as you can see here, this is Hurricane Lee. Lee still kind of getting some wind shear around the system of the storm, outer parts of the storm. Still getting a little bit better defined. You can see in the last frame, look like it's trying to get a little eye trying to develop right in there, look like. So that's why I said in the past few videos that it would weaken down, but it could strengthen back up and look like it is doing exactly what I said. The National Hurricane Center says it's supposed to go up to a Category 3, could reach Category 4 status, but I think it should pretty much just remain a Category 3. But it could reach Category 4 possibility. So just want to just throw that out there as well. And also, as soon as it makes that turn to the north, expect a weakening trend because it's expected to move into more wind shear in that region. Alright, let's move on to the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. We're fixing to pull that up here, and you can get a alright, it's coming up, folks. Alright, you can see here the little orange looking spot here at X marks the spot. This is hurricane force wind, remains a major hurricane all the way through 8 a.m. Wednesday morning, and then it's going to become a hurricane, Category 2 hurricane, and probably up to a Category 1 hurricane maybe by the time it passes Bermuda. But you guys in Bermuda are expected to get some tropical storm force winds, maybe even a little bit of hurricane force wind as well. I would not be ruled that out as well, but I expected mainly tropical storm conditions in Bermuda. Alright, the tracking the system at home is located in latitude 21.6 north, longitude 61.0 west. Movement is to the west-northwest at 8 miles per hour. Excuse me, maximum sustained winds are at 110 miles per hour, which is a hurricane right now, Category 2. Remains winds at 110 miles per hour. As soon as it gets to 111 miles per hour and greater, it will become a major hurricane once again, and it should do that in the next couple advisories to come. Alright, now let's take a look at the computer model guidance here. This is from the hurricane models. Alright, you can see here's the current position right here. Keeps on moving to the west-northwest, then to the north. Here's Bermuda. That's the center of the storm, which the computer model is hinting at. This do not include the tropical storm force wind field in this system. So you guys here in Bermuda expect tropical storm conditions, maybe hurricane conditions not too far from the Bermuda. Alright, now let's move on to the intensity guidance of this storm. Alright, as you can see here, it's a right on the borderline of Category 2, almost Category 3. That'd be about 90 knot winds. That will equal up to about 110 miles per hour maximum sustained wind. See, most of the model keeps it into a category 3, but then weakens it down significantly by the 168 hours out. There's only about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, look like about 6 models that takes into a category 4, but mainly it's going to keep it as a category 3. Right or well, like I say, so that's what I'm pretty much counting on too. It's going to be just pretty much a category 3. It could ramp up to a low end category 4, but right now I'm looking at mainly a cat 3. Alright, let's move on to Tropical Storm Margot. That was the information on Lee. Let's take a look at Tropical Storm Margot. As you can see, Tropical Storm Margot looking a little bit better organized this afternoon with well-defined center of circulation, getting a little bit better, getting deeper convection in the center. I would not be surprised to see a little bit of wind shear trying to get into the system. As you can see from the south, looks like it's trying to punch in from the south. But it's remains a tropical storm at this time, and it should remain a tropical storm much of this week, but it should become a hurricane sometime later on down the road. But it's going to remain a fish storm out in the tropical Atlantic. Alright, we're going to try to get to the forecast cone of Margot, and then we're going to take a look at the computer model runs in just a few minutes. Alright. You can see here's the center of Margot right here. Tropical storm force winds around it. See, it remained a tropical storm through 8 p.m. Monday, and then a hurricane all the way into 8 a.m. Friday. So it's going to just pretty much move due north. Alright, if you're tracking this storm at home, it's located near latitude 23.0 north, longitude 40.0 west. Maximum sustained wind has increased to 50 miles per hour. The last advisory last night was 45. It has went up to 50 miles per hour. Expect some increase in the wind speed over the coming advisories. Also, movement is to the north-northwest at 9 miles per hour. Classified right now as a tropical storm with winds of 39 to 73 miles per hour. Alright, here's the computer model, the SpaghettiOs everybody call it. But this is the computer model currently located right here. It will continue to move on off to the north. Some wants to take it back to the west, some keep it to the north, some kind of just peters it out later on down the road. So we'll just have to wait and see. But like I said, as long as they continue to move north, move over colder water, Margot will be out of the picture. Probably about a week or so or less, it will be out of the picture. All right. Now let's take a look at the intensity guidance. Right now we have about 45 knot winds equal to 50 miles per hour. Currently tropical storm. Taken to a category 1 hurricane. That's pretty much agreeable with what I'm thinking. It will become a category 1 hurricane or just remain a strong tropical storm over the central tropical Atlantic. Alright, now here's 97L. As you can see here, here's the Cabo Verde Islands here. This system here is getting a little better defined. We're just going to keep an eye on Invest 97L. But it should strengthen into Tropical Storm Nigel. Should be coming up probably sometime later this week. Maybe toward the end of the week. We may be getting Nigel as well. Alright. We're going to take a look at some information on 97L. Here is the hurricane models here. We're going to take a look at it, and then we're going to take a look at the intensity guide. So the storm. Okay, currently here's the position of the storm of 97L. Here's the portion of the Cabo Verde Island. It continues to move to the west and then eventually off to the west-northwest later on down the road. So about 120 hours out, it will be located in this vicinity. and then we're going to take a look at our local weather, and then we're going to end the video. Alright, right now it has winds of about 30 knots. Takes it into a tropical storm over the next 12 to 24 hours, 36 hours as well. Some wants to keep it as just a tropical depression and maybe take it into a tropical storm over 168 hours. Few shoots it all the way up to a category 3. There's about 2 or 3 models there that shoots it up to a category 3. I would not be surprised it could reach category 3 status, but right now I'm just going to look at tropical storm conditions at this time. So that will be the next name on the list, will be Tropical Storm Nigel, when this system here gets its act together. Alright, now that was your tropical update. Now let's move on to the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation. You can see here we got flood watches in effect for portions of Pennsylvania through West Virginia down into Western Virginia as well. Special weather statement for southern Texas. Air quality alert for portions of Colorado, and we still got excessive heat warning in effect for Southern California and southern and southwestern Arizona. Alaska looks good. Central and South Hawaii and Chain Island. We still have some gale warnings there. North side looks a-okay. Alright, let's move on to the severe weather for today. You can see here we got a general thunderstorm activity from Maine all the way down to the Florida Keys. Same over here in portions of Texas, all the way back to Nevada and California, to Montana, as far east as Wisconsin and Illinois. Slight risk extended from Texas all the way into portion of Wyoming, and also we have a slight risk over portion of Kansas and Texas. Alright, if you live in Garden City, Kansas, Dodge City, Kansas, Liberal, Kansas, Pampa, Texas, Boulder, Texas, slight risk for severe weather this afternoon. Marginal risk, this includes Denver, Colorado, Colorado Springs, Colorado, Royal, Colorado, Lubbock, Texas, and Amarillo, Texas for this afternoon. The tornado probability, 2% pretty much over Kansas and North Texas. This includes Amarillo, Texas, Garden City, Kansas, Liberal, Kansas, Pampa, Texas, and Boulder, Texas. The wind, damaging winds. Area 5% brown, 15 in the yellow. If you live in Liberal, Kansas, Pampa, Texas, Boulder, Texas, Godman, Texas, 15% risk for damage and wind. And if you live in Colorado Springs, Colorado, Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Texas, Abilene, Texas, and Pablo, Colorado, 5% risk for damage and wind. Also, the hail, the significant area is in the yellow slashed area. This includes Garden City, Kansas, Liberal, Kansas, Pampa, Texas, Boulder, Texas, and Godman, Texas. That's pretty much the same areas for 15% risk area as well, and this includes Dodge City, Kansas as well. Alright, the 5%, this includes Denver, Colorado, Colorado Springs, Colorado, Royal, Colorado, Lubbock, Texas, and Amarillo, Texas for a 5% risk for large hail this afternoon. Alright, we're going to take a look at tomorrow's forecast. We only got one little small area of marginal risk. We're going to take a look at that real quick. Showing that map at this time. We're going to go ahead and show the marginal risks pretty much over here in Texas. We've got general thunderstorm from Maine to the Florida Keys, back to Florida Panhandle. Also up here in portions of Minnesota and the North Dakota. Same over here in Michigan to portions of Wyoming to portions of Nevada. Also down in Arizona, there's that marginal risk. If you live in Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Texas, Midland, Texas, Odessa, Texas, and San Angelo, Texas, marginal risk for severe weather on Monday. Tornado probability less than 2% all areas. Damaging winds, large hail, same areas. Lubbock, Texas, all the way to San Angelo, Texas. Alright, well, this wraps up today's video. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing, and we'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday evening, folks. Or Sunday afternoon, folks, excuse me.